Is against it.
Every time we get a vote for it, we vote against it.
No, but what do you do when you vote? See if you're voting for traditional.
We vote against the guys that say they want to support it. The guys that are in elected positions that let it go through.
The guys who say they're against it are
judges that let it go through.
The guys who say they're against it are actually the ones who are supporting it.
What's the camera for? That's very nice.
It's to expose the church. It's to expose the wrong thinking in the church.
Which churches?
And to educate people.
Which churches are actually voting for this?
Well, there's this whole thing where the pro-life movement, people think the pro-life movement is good, but there's these so-called professing Christian legislators who are regulating abortion. They're regulating murder. What? Because you're trying to speak over me and I'm trying to talk.
Well, let me speak over you in a minute then. So the big problem I have is federal judges have pushed citizens in place. If you can figure out a way to get people elected to change federal judges, we all vote for that. I don't know another way to stop it.
Well, the thing is,
start a war.
We don't have to obey the federal government. We can just defy the feds. We can establish state sovereignty, and Texas can be hey, we'll just abolish it. We'll just ignore Roe v. Wade. We'll just ignore what the federal government says. And these pro-life politicians are not trying to abolish it, though. They're regulating it. They pass these bills.
I don't know anything we can do beyond vote.
Right, but people are voting for the wrong people. The people who regulate it, we need to stop voting for them. We need to start voting for people who only try to pass bills that completely abolish it. No exceptions, you know?
How are you, sir?
Hello.
Can I get you to head across the other side? This is private property.
Oh, I'm a Christian.
I mean, you're fine to be here if I can just get you to go on the other side.
Am I doing anything wrong?
No, sir, but this is private property.
Okay, and so why would you not want somebody on your private property when they're a Christian? Like, what am I doing wrong that would make you think we shouldn't have him on our private property?
I'm asking you nicely. If not, I can call law enforcement.
Is this how a Christian should interact with another Christian?
No, sir,
can you give me a good reason? Can you reason with me from Scripture why this is wrong?
I'm asking you nicely.
I understand you're asking me. Can you explain why you're asking me?
Okay.
So this is how you treat a Christian?
I've asked you nicely, sir.
Why? Can you explain? Can you reason with another believer? Or do you just ignore what I'm saying to you? Is this a Christian way to act, sir? This is a road, correct?
Yes, sir, but you're obstructing traffic.
This is a public road, correct? So this is a public easement, and I believe I have the right to be here, actually.
A unit out here at Killview Heights.
It's time to wake up, folks. You're living in a state that mass murders thousands of babies in the womb every single year. Around 70,000 murdered babies in the womb. And people say I'm preaching to the choir. Why are 70,000 children being murdered in the womb in the midst of thousands of people who go to Baptist churches and say that they're pro-life? What are they doing to actually end it? They're not doing much of anything. They're not doing much of anything to actually abolish it, to criminalize it as murder. That's the problem. What we need to do is try to abolish it. We need to stop. People need to stop voting for people who regulate abortion. These regulatory bills that pro-life legislators are trying to pass. That's not honoring to God. We should always demand complete abolition. No exceptions. No rape exception. No life of the mother exception. Not a heartbeat bill. Not a 20-week abortion ban. No, we need to abolish abortion. That's God's law. The death penalty for women who murder their children, that's God's law. That's what we should be fighting for. That's what justice looks like. But the people in Texas who go to church, they don't care.
And you are preaching to the choir.
No, I'm not, because people are not trying to abolish abortion. They're voting for people who regulate murder. Please don't take my sign.
I'm not. We agree with you.
Okay, so you're only going to vote for people who are trying to abolish abortion by only people who write a bill that would completely abolish abortion, right? They don't regulate it.
I totally agree with you.
Okay, good. That's good. But there's a lot of people who are thinking wrongly, and they support pro-life politicians who regulate murder. There are people here who likely vote for men who regulate murder in the pro-life movement.
Not us.
I highly doubt it.
I agree you're passionate, and that's good.
So how many people here are using hormonal birth control?
Listen, I agree with you.
And killing their own children.
But yelling at them is not going to help.
Preaching loudly can help.
Well, we agree with you.
No, a lot of people don't agree with me because they're silent in the
I've been
face of a
here-
genocide.
I've
They're
been-
not talking about it like it's mass murder.
It is.
They're probably not. It is mass murder,
It is.
but people are not acting like it's mass murder.
You're
Like
right.
if they were mass murdering born children, they'd take more urgent action. They take more action to stop it, right? But when it's preborn children, they don't act with the same sense of urgency.
right.
So that displays
You're right.
discrimination.
You're right.
So I have to go to the church and say, hey, we got to stop discriminating. We have to treat people with equal rights.
Don't blast us. We agree with you. Don't blast them coming out of the worship and praising the Lord and agreeing with you.
No, people do not agree.
In fact, well, here's what we had today was we're praying for all our kids. That's what our service was about. So we're agreeing with you. So don't attack us. It comes across as attacking. I know you don't intend that. So we appreciate you. That's what we do believe. Okay, I've got to go.
Okay.
What we do?
I just encourage you to think about what you're going to do, like what practical action you're going to take.
I've been doing. I'm 67 years old. I'm agreeing with you. And I used to come very up in the face, and I don't condemn myself for that or condemn you for it. And what I'm saying is, it's just more. We have to relate to people, and reach them where they're at. And so, but
What do you mean?
it comes across as attacking us, and we're for you. We're for what you're saying.
Well, maybe people should stop being self-centered and think about how they feel and think about the babies and how they feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe they should think about, maybe I'm wrong, you know? Maybe this guy's right. Maybe he's
not.
preaching
You're
like a prophet, you know?
You're preaching to the choir here.
I'm not.
Well, you think you are, but you don't know. You don't know us. You don't know what we feel. And we've been standing for, we've been pro-life, totally. That's the way I raise my kids. That's the way we teach our kids, and all the way from,
Right,
from
that's
the
the thing.
earliest
That's the
all
thing.
the way through. We totally agree.
The pro-life people, many of them believe that all they need to do is just believe that it's wrong.
No.
But they don't take practical action to abolish it. They're not taking urgent action to abolish it.
Well,
Many are not. I can come with an educated assumption that they're not, because why? Why? Because thousands of
Well, it's the
babies
same.
continue to be murdered in
No, I agree
Texas
with you.
in the midst of
But it's the
thousands of
same.
people who go to Baptist churches and say they're pro-life.
I've got to go. Just try to relate to people where they're at instead of attacking. You're attacking the wrong people.
Attacking by rebuking
By yelling.
and exhorting.
By yelling.
Yelling is a good method of reaching many people at once.
No, it goes away. Come on,
And
let's
it's a good.
go. Let's go.
No, I'm not.
Come on. Let's
Hi, sir. How you doing?
Hello.
Officer Gonzalez. What's going on today?
I'm educating people about the abortion genocide, exhorting them, exposing the apathy of the church.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
have ID on you?
I do, but I don't have to give it to you because I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, well, they're asking you to leave. And
Yeah.
This is their property.
This is a public
okay?
easement. This is a public road right there.
Okay. Okay, but you're not on the public road. You're on the sidewalk. You're on
Right,
their
there, along
property.
public roads, there's a public easement so that the public can travel along the public road without being in the road, so they can walk from place to place.
Yeah, that's a sidewalk. You're not on
Yeah,
the sidewalk.
well, this is a form of a sidewalk. You have the bricks here,
You're-
and even if it wasn't a sidewalk,
Okay,
I would still
okay.
have a public easement.
Okay, look, listen to me. You're not gonna win this, okay?
Oh, so you're just going to be a tyrant?
I
You're
don't
just
know
going to
what
bully
that
me
is.
around?
I don't know what a tyrant is, okay?
A tyrant? Somebody
Okay,
who
hold on,
abuses
listen to
authority
me.
and power.
Listen to me. Like,
Hello.
you're on private property. They asked you to leave, and you're not leaving, so that's criminal trespass, okay?
Well, there's a
And that
public
is a crime.
easement. I can be on a public easement.
I'm not finished. So that is a crime. So you do have to give me your ID.
No, I don't. I haven't committed a crime.
Yes, I just explained to you you have.
There's a public easement that people have the right to be along, ma'am.
Okay,
Do you
I'm
understand that? Do you want to
No.
get sued in court? Do you want to?
Look,
Do you want to
I'm-
get sued?
Look, I'm trying to explain to you. You're on private property. This is their property.
Yes.
They don't want you here.
The thing is, public easements can exist on private property, so the public does have the right to move along public roads, even
Okay.
when it's on private property.
Okay, you are being detained, so you do have to give me your ID, okay?
So you're going to arrest me if I don't?
Yes.
I encourage you to stop being a tyrant and a bully, and
Okay.
to do your job. You know, do your job
I'm
the
trying
way
to
you should do
my
your job.
I'm trying to get your ID from you.
Yeah, you're not doing your job the way you should.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, actually, we might as well. Listen, but we agree with you, but we've asked you to step off the private property. That's all.
And I'm on a public easement. So public easements can be on private property, and the public can walk along public roads that are next to private property. And that's So you don't have the right to kick me off a public easement.
What are you claiming that's the public easement?
This right here. So public roads have a public easement that extends about 10 feet off of the public road so that people can walk from place to place without being in the road. Because if I couldn't walk from here to there without being on their property, I'd have to walk in the road, and that's not safe, right? You don't want people walking in the road.
So you're saying that 10 feet wide from the road, there's an easement?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, yes, that's how it is along most public roads in the United States, so that the public can move along roadways without getting hit by cars. Yes, there's private property, but
And are you sure that this is an easement?
I'm making the educated assumption. I've done this a lot. I've done this kind of work a lot. I know that public roads have public easements, and that the public has the right to move along public roads.
I mean, I'm not
without being in the road.
You're claiming that you're on an easement right now.
Yeah, I am.
Are you sure? Because
I can't.
if you're wrong, that means you're on their property. And if they're telling you to leave, you can go to jail for criminal trespass. I mean, are you sure that you're on an easement? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, I'll move off right now because I'm not completely sure, and I don't want to be arrested for trespass.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
you
mean,
need to think about, like, do you know where the public easements are? As police
I'm not
officers,
saying
you don't even seem to understand the concept of a public easement, which is a really problematic.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't know if this is for sure an easement. It
Okay.
could be their property.
Well, maybe you could, like, look at a plat map of the city or something and figure it out.
I could.
Yeah, I could do that too.
But for now, they want you criminally trespassed. Meaning
Okay.
they have to give you a warning saying you can't be on their property.
Okay, I'll leave,
Okay, we got to
and
fill in a form.
it'd be good if you could give me my ID back.
She needs it for the form.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I stay here?
Yeah, just wait. You have to sign it. Basically, it's just a warning saying that you cannot be on their property. Because like I said, I don't know if this is their property or if this is an easement.
Okay, we need to figure that out. Hello, sir.
What's up, my man?
Do you understand the concept of public easements?
Okay, first of all, let me find out what's going on. You seem a little aggressive. Did he not give you the answer you were looking for?
Well, they're threatening. It seems like they're threatening arrest, and I'm on what I believe is a public easement.
Okay. What are you doing here?
I'm exhorting the church to love and good works. I'm exposing the apathy of the church. I'm trying to abolish abortion, trying to get people involved in the work of saving babies from murder.
Do it on Sundays?
Yeah, because this is where the people of God gather on Sundays. Some of the people of God. A lot of them are probably false converts.
Okay, well, see, now you're being offensive and you're going based off of what your personal views is. So
Well, I'm going off the Bible.
Let me finish, okay?
And what I see.
So now we're changing the whole dynamics of this, okay? So right now, do they want you here? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So right now you need to leave.
Yeah, I told them I'm going to leave, but he told me to stay here.
Okay.
So.
You gotta give them a CT warning.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the thing is, there's public easements that run along public roadways, and so that the public can be on public easements even if it's on private property.
I don't want my children looking at that.
Well, your children aren't here, right?
As a parent coming out, I don't want my kids saying that.
Why not?
I think that's offensive.
Why
to
not?
children.
Why not? No,
I don't
children
even-
actually see this and they have sympathy.
No, that's your point of view.
Well,
That
no,
could
it's a
be
fact.
That could be viewed as offensive. So you're gonna be criminal trespass today. We've been here long enough, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but you need to think about, if this is a public easement,
She is.
if this is a public easement and I come back here and then I get arrested, I can sue you all big time.
We're not worried about that at all, sir.
Yeah.
We're
We're not
not worried.
arresting
Yeah, we're not worried about that at all, okay?
You're not worried about getting sued?
You have to do what you have to do, and we'll do what we have to do, okay? So if that's what the route you feel like you have to take to do that.
Okay. Do you understand the concept of public easements? Do you understand what that is? Does that matter to you at all? Does the right to be on a public easement, does that right matter to you, or is it just, oh, these people don't want this guy near their building, so now we just have to get him off and do whatever we can to get him off? Like, think about my rights, not just their rights, but think about my rights.
You seem very angry.
I seem very angry. Well, I'm tired of people being bullies. I'm tired of cops who don't know how to do their job. I deal with it all the
Calm
time.
down, okay? You're getting upset. I could tell by your demeanor, okay? I'm not getting upset with you. I don't agree with anything you're saying. I think you're taking the personal cause and you're bullying and picking on people. I don't think you care about all these kids out here wondering what's going on because you
Kids
have
need
a
to be
cause.
educated about
Hey,
this.
They're not your kids. You educate your kids. You don't tell other people how they need to educate their children. That's not
Says
your
who?
job.
Where does the Bible say that?
That's not your job. This isn't about the Bible.
Oh, are you not a
This isn't about
Christian?
the Bible. This isn't. I don't think you're a Christian.
Really? Why not?
Yeah, the Bible teaches to follow peace with all men. This isn't peaceful.
Well, the thing is, there's no peace for the babies who are being slaughtered.
Okay, well then you need to take your cause somewhere else. This is not the place to do it. You're not going to change the world by standing in front of a church with this gross picture.
I could if people would respond well and stop hating what I do, you know, and stop being selfish.
You're going to be criminal trespassed, okay?
Okay.
And I exhort you to really consider what's going on because right now you're breaching the peace. Do you know what that is? Since you
I guess.
Since you know the law about
I don't know.
and stuff, look that stuff up. Okay?
Breaching the peace.
Yeah, all right. Here we go with the criminal trespass right here.
Okay, what is your social?
I'm not going to give that to you. I don't believe I need to give that to you.
Okay, do you have any tattoos, scars, marks?
I mean, I have a scar right there. Why are you asking me that? I have different scars and stuff.
Out for the criminal trespass warning.
Oh.
To identify you
It's
next
just a
time.
way to identify you.
Yeah, I mean, I have scars like any normal person.
Phone number?
630-423-1352.
423, what?
1352.
Are you on probation or parole?
Nope.
Do you have a vehicle?
Yes.
Which one is it?
I don't have to tell you that.
That's fine. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. All right. Has he explained to you what criminal trespass warning is?
I already know. I've been through this before.
Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you again just so it's all recorded and you know what it is and I know that you know what it is, okay? It's a criminal trespass warning. It's not a citation. You just can't come back to this property for 365 days, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I just need your signature saying that you understand.
Where?
Right here on
Where
the
the
X.
X is.
Thank you. Alright, here's your copy and here's your ID.
Thank you.